Put your hands together, come on. Yeah! Get on that train. All together now. Help me out. Sing it with me. Come on.
You know, if somebody asked me what words I would use to describe what we do at Band Together Pittsburgh and what it means to me, I would start with the word love and acceptance and support and encouragement and things like teamwork and family. It's just like people coming together with all these different talents, or as we like to say, differently abled people, filled with this beautiful energy and spirit that has just propelled us into growth and life-changing experiences. Music was in my background from the minute I was born because my mother's family were all, not all, but many were professional musicians. I mean, dating back generations. My mother's great uncles actually performed for the opening of Forbes Field in 1909 here in Pittsburgh. And our most famous relative, Ron Anthony, was a great, great jazz guitarist and toured and recorded with Frank Sinatra for many, many years. And my grandfather would come over and play the mandolin on the front porch. So just music was a huge part of our family. Never dreaming that it would be a path that I would take.
We're the only spirits on the coaster, just me and you.
As an artist or a singer,
You walked into my life about 16 days ago. Yeah, who's counting?
or even now that the path has led to Band Together Pittsburgh, which uses music to impact lives of people that are on the autism spectrum.
Tell me why do I gotta play with the lightning and thunder? The deeper I go, all the stones I throw, they gonna put me 600 under.
Never, ever could I have imagined, though, that this would have occurred later in life like it has.
Well, I got nowhere to go, there's nothing on the radio. I'm lying here on my bed.
An uncle said to me, "Hey, John, are you still involved with music?" Well, yeah, of course, I'm still involved with music. He said, well, my sister Lisa has an autistic son who's a really good drummer, but he doesn't really have anybody to jam with or play with. So I just instantly said, well, I'll tell you what, why don't we all get together at my studio in West Deer, and I'll get some musicians and we'll have a little jam session. And I turned to his mother, Mrs. Satara, and I said, you make spaghetti and meatballs and we'll make it a big Sunday family thing. So he did. They came over and we found out that this young man was quite a drummer. And he was autistic and he was mostly nonverbal, but he could play the drums. So we kind of began an interaction there. And then through that, I met some other friends that had autistic children. One played guitar and another one played keyboard. And we put a thing on Facebook and said, autism friendly open mic at Moondogs in Blawnox, the Needs Hotel Band. And in the middle of the show, I invited up 3 young musicians, drums, keys, and guitar. My 3 guys sat down, and these 3 young guys were our guests, and they played a couple songs with us, a couple blues songs, and they were terrific.
The people that live on the autism spectrum are not disabled, they're differently abled.
And at the end of the evening, Moondog, Ron Esser, he came to me after the show, and he said, we need to do this more often.
Thank you, and have a great day.
And that was the birth of Band Together Pittsburgh that night.
Well, you know, rhythms and music are very important to everybody, even a typical person. You know, people don't realize, but, you know, listening to music, the rhythms, the movement, that lifts your spirits, that gets you going, you know. And with people on the spectrum, it's like that universal language that we can all understand.
The music is the conduit to make a social connection and to enhance the life of these folks. Many of them And we've been told this from parents. They've been in their bedrooms playing video games for years. They don't have any friends. They never had any kind of interaction. So this Band Together program has opened up a whole new world.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
Kids that didn't even know each other 3 years ago. Now I'll go bowling on a Sunday afternoon. Moms and dads that didn't realize that there's support out there with other families that have the same kinds of issues. That's what's been most beautiful about the whole Band Together Pittsburgh program. It isn't about musical perfection or some excellent performance, even though we do have plenty of kids that are phenomenal musicians. But the vast majority, the music is fun, expressive, and it's an opportunity to enhance their life. Initially, we did see a lot of teenagers and younger people, but as the years go by, we have some folks that are involved with us that are in their 40s and in their early 50s and so on.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun.
A typical monthly open mic, we get over 100 people. That includes families, and we have 20 to 25 performers. And we see new faces all the time. We have the Spectrum Band. I could go on with others that perform at schools or actually have their own gigs.
Christmas means to be my love.
That's what Christmas means to me.
I feel like running wild, as anxious as a little child.
A Very Yinzer Christmas was a concept to bring together many of the best-known Pittsburgh artists to record a Christmas CD of Christmas songs and of course, a performance, a concert.
There's nothing else that I would need this Christmas.
It was just a natural transition to include some of our performers, both in the recording and in the concert. So we selected 6 Band Together Pittsburgh musicians who had a little more experience, so they were capable of creating the music and working in the studio and performing this year on the stage at the Benedum Center. You know, courage is unbelievable with these kids. I mean, they're standing in front of 2,300 people. So A Very Yinzer Christmas has been a giant success. It has opened so many doors for Band Together Pittsburgh. You know, in the world of autism, sadly, caregivers don't necessarily have the resources to buy a musical instrument or give lessons to someone on the spectrum. So we will purchase an instrument and we'll also pay for the lessons. And the program is quite simple. We monitor the student with our teachers who are all trained to work with people on the spectrum. And if the student sticks with it for a year, and the teacher says to us, oh yeah, they're gonna keep going, then we actually gift them that instrument, whether it's a drum kit, a keyboard, a guitar, a saxophone, a trumpet, whatever that instrument might be. That's what success is, love, you know, and support. It doesn't get any better than that. And this whole Band Together thing, the lives that we've touched, Moondog will tell you the same thing. You know, people say, wow, you've helped so many people and you've touched their lives. No. It's the other way around. What these people have done for us in enhancing our life and have opened our hearts is the blessing.
I've seen a lot of things in this old world. When I touched them, they meant nothing. Girl, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
I've seen people come out of their shells. I've seen people that never talked before and they go, ah, Moondog. And I'm like, wow, man. You don't know how many times I've been brought to tears.
Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
Now I just kind of expect it because we've had such success.
Go to our website, bandtogetherpgh.org, and you see our vision statement and our mission statement, which was formulated by the students at Penn State. The foundation of that vision and mission is to impact the future of people using music as a conduit, but of course helping them in their own areas of self-confidence, socialization, different skill sets, and then that impact then just branches out into their own families, into their own communities, into their schools.
God bless America, land that I love.
And we've been blessed to see this actually right in front of our eyes happen very, very quickly.
The night with the lights from above.
This whole experience with Band Together Pittsburgh has taught me that we can all be change agents. We can all impact others in a positive way. And how do we do it? We start with acceptance and kindness and love and support. We just have an attitude that we want to help other people. And you can just see folks blossom and just get a little more self-confidence and just extend themselves into situations that lead to better opportunities in their life.
Thank you and have a great day.
Take a bow.